The creative director's niece Vanessa had been hired as my supervisor despite minimal qualifications and constantly took credit for others' work 3 months into my job. I created a campaign for a major Queensland client that received enthusiastic feedback. On the morning of the final presentation, I arrived early to prepare only to find Vanessa already in the conference room showing my designs to our boss. "These mock-ups took me all weekend," she was saying, flipping through my portfolio on her laptop. I was inspired by Japanese minimalism and vintage apothecary labels. Those were literally the exact references I mentioned in our Brittany session. Instead of bursting in, I quietly recorded a 30-second video on my phone from the doorway, then backed away unnoticed. I spent the next hour in the bathroom alternating between panic attacks and plotting my next move. When the client meeting began, our boss introduced Vanessa as the creative mind behind this campaign. She proceeded to present my work slide by slide, even using my personal notes to explain the design choices. The clients loved it. They asked specific questions about technique and inspiration, which Vanessa answered confidently using terminology she clearly didn't understand. She kept referring to her process and how she stayed up for 3 straight nights perfecting the typography. I remained silent, watching her dig deeper with each fabrication. After she finished, the client's marketing director smiled and said, "This is impressive work. We'd love to meet the rest of your design team." Our boss, beaming with pride, introduced everyone around the table. When he got to me, he said, "This is Olivia, one of our junior designers who's learning from Vanessa." That's when I connected my phone to the conference room display under the pretense of showing complimentary social media concepts I'd been working on. Instead, the video of Vanessa claiming my work that morning played on the giant screen. The room went silent. Vanessa's face drained of color. Our boss started stammering about collaborative environments and team efforts. But the client's marketing director, as a woman who had fought her way up in a male dominated industry and understood immediately. She turned to me and said, "Perhaps Olivia should walk us through her designs again, properly this time." I did the entire presentation from scratch, explaining my actual process and inspirations. While the clients directed all remaining questions to me, pointedly ignoring Vanessa and our boss. 2 weeks later, the client signed the contract with one condition. I would be their dedicated designer, or they take their business elsewhere. Vanessa was moved to another department, and I received a promotion and raise. I could have confronted her immediately, but watching her confidently present work she didn't understand to people who recognize quality. I then, having it all collapse spectacularly in peace, was far more satisfying. Sometimes the best strategy is simply stepping back and letting someone's dishonesty create its own consequences.